Good morning, students. We have solved some of the problems on calorimetry. Let us solve some tricky problems on principle of calorimetry. That is, heat lost by hot body is equal to heat gained by cold body at steady state, right? So let us see one problem here. M gram of ice at 0 degree Celsius is mixed with 3 m gram of water at 80 degree Celsius. Remember, the mass is given in grams. Okay, mass of water 3 m grams and mass of ice m gram at 80 degree Celsius. Okay, then what is the final temperature? M gram of ice at 0 degree Celsius is mixed with 3 m gram of water at 80 degree Celsius. Then what is the final temperature? So here we need to take the units in CGS system. Okay, there is no need to convert the units into SI unit. If we take it into CGS units, then it becomes easier, right? Now let us remember the latent heat of ice. Latent heat of ice in CGS units, as I told you earlier, is 80 calorie per gram, and specific heat of water in CGS units is 1 calorie per gram. So problem becomes simple. Now we'll solve it step by step. Principle of calorimetry. What it says, heat lost by hot body is equal to heat gained by cold body. Heat lost is equal to heat gained. Here, the water at 80 degrees Celsius is losing the heat, and the ice at 0 degrees Celsius is going to gain the heat. So let T be the final temperature. Let T be the final temperature. So that I can solve now using this given data. Heat loss is equal to mass into specific heat into difference in temperature. Mass is 3 m. That is heat loss by water. 3 m into specific heat. Specific heat of water is 1 calorie per gram into change in temperature. 80 degrees Celsius minus T, because it is going to lose the heat. Therefore 80 degrees Celsius minus T. This is left hand side. This is equal to heat gained by ice. So first, m gram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius is to be converted into m gram of water at 0 degrees Celsius. It requires latent heat. Then water at 0 degrees Celsius gains heat. So two parts are there. Latent heat of ice we need to consider into mass of ice. Mass of ice is m. M into latent heat of ice. Latent heat of ice I have written 80 plus. Now ice is converted into water at 0 degrees Celsius. Now it gains the heat. So mass of water into specific heat of water 1 calorie per gram into the difference in temperature. So ice gains heat, so it becomes T minus 0. T minus 0. Now we can solve for T. Throughout m is common, m cancels. M cancels throughout, so we get 3 into 80, 240 minus 3 into T, 3T equal to M cancel 80 plus M into T. M is already cancelled. 80 plus T. So now it becomes simple. So 240 minus 80 equal to 3T plus T. So 240 minus 80 is 160. Therefore 160 is equal to 4T. So T can be now very easily calculated. This implies T is equal to 160 by 4. That becomes 40 degrees Celsius. So this is the final temperature. So when the ice of m gram is mixed with 3 m gram of water at 80 degrees Celsius, final temperature becomes 40 degrees Celsius. Now let us see one more second problem. Just see another similar problem. 10 gram of ice, 10 gram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius is mixed with 100 gram of water at 50 degrees Celsius. What is the final temperature of the mixture? Similar problem, right? Again, let T be the final temperature. Right? Then using principle of calorimetry, heat lost by hot water is equal to heat gained by ice. Heat lost by hot water is equal to heat gained by ice. So heat lost by water, let us calculate. Water is of mass 100 gram. And it's a specific heat 1 calorie per gram. Difference in temperature 50 degrees minus T. It is going to lose the heat, therefore its temperature decreases. Then heat gained by ice. Again, two parts. First, ice has to be converted into water at 0 degrees Celsius. So, mass of ice into latent heat. Mass of ice is 10 gram into latent heat of ice. I have just now written here 80 calorie per gram. Plus, once it is converted into water, then water at 0 degrees Celsius gains the heat. Mass of water 10 gram into specific heat of water 1 calorie per gram into change in temperature. It becomes final temperature T minus initial temperature of water 0 degrees Celsius. T minus 0. Now it becomes simple. So now you can write 100 into 50, 500, 5000. 100 into 50, 5000 minus 100 into T, 100 T equal to 80 into 10, 800 plus 10 into T, 10T minus 0, 10T minus 0. Now we can take one dividing through it by 10, dividing through it by 10 we get 500 minus 10T equal to 80 plus 1T. Therefore, this implies 500 minus 80 equal to 10T plus T. L1T. Therefore, 500 minus 80 becomes 420. 420 is equal to L1T. Therefore, T is equal to 420 divided by L1. T is equal to 420 divided by L1. So, L1 3s are 33. 9 remains. It becomes 90. Then L1 8s are 88. then 2 remains. So almost 38.2 degrees Celsius. So final temperature will be 38.2 degrees Celsius. So first problem and second problem are just similar. So in such problems, when the masses are given in grams, better to take the latent heats and specific heats in calorie per gram per degree Celsius. Specific heat calorie per gram latent heat. Okay. Now let us solve some more simple problems. See, this is a very interesting question. Steam at 100 degrees Celsius is passed into 22 gram of water at 20 degrees Celsius. When the final temperature is 90 degrees Celsius, what is the total mass of water present in the mixture? Steam is at 100 degrees Celsius. You know, steam is having latent heat, right? 540 calorie per gram. Latent heat of vaporization. 540 calorie per gram. This is to be noted. Then specific heat of water, as I had mentioned, one calorie per gram per degree Celsius. 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius. Okay. Now, heat lost by steam is equal to heat gained by water. That is principle of calorimetry. Heat lost by steam is equal to heat gained by water. Heat gained by water. This is the principle of calorimetry, right? Let m be the mass of steam which is lost into water. When 100 gram, when steam at 100 degrees Celsius is passed into water at 20 degrees Celsius, so steam condenses to form water, right? We calculate what is that mass of steam. Let m be the mass of steam which is going to get condensed, right? Now we can calculate what is the heat lost by steam. Heat lost by steam is calculated as, first we have to calculate the total heat to convert steam into water. That is its mass into latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization is 540 plus. Now heat lost by water at 100 degrees Celsius. Heat lost by, now it is converted into water at 100 degrees Celsius. Now water at 100 degrees Celsius is given by mass of water, that is again m into specific heat 1 calorie per gram into change in temperature. So 100 degrees Celsius minus final temperature is given 90 degrees Celsius. This must be equal to heat gained. Heat gained by water. Water is of mass 22 gram. 22 gram into specific heat of water 1 calorie into change in temperature. Change in temperature is 90 degrees Celsius. Final temperature minus initial temperature 20 degrees Celsius. Initial temperature 20 degrees Celsius. So if you calculate this, you will be able to get the mass. So 540 m plus 100 minus 90, it becomes 10. 10 m is equal to 22 into 70. 90 minus 20 is 70. So it becomes 550 m is equal to 7 2s of 14, carry 1, 7 2s are 14 plus 1, 15. 1540, that is right hand side, right? Therefore, mass of steam converted into water is 1540 divided by 550. So 0 cancels, so it becomes, now you can calculate 55 2s are 110. So it becomes 154 minus 110. It becomes 44. 154 minus 110. 44. So 2.55 you can just calculate. It comes out to be 2.8. 55 2s are 110, so it becomes 5 minus 1 4, 44. Take 0 to the point, then 55 8s are. So mass of steam converted into water is 2.8 gram. Now what is the total mass of the water present? Therefore total mass of the mixture becomes 22 gram of water already present plus 2.8, so it becomes 24.8 gram. 24.8 gram. So like this one has to think and solve the problems. Look at this one more tricky question. 5 gram of ice at minus 20 degrees Celsius is put in 10 gram of water at 30 degrees Celsius. What is the final temperature of the mixture? Now ice is at minus 20 degrees Celsius. So here the water of 10 gram is at 30 degrees Celsius. When we take the mixture, the water loses the heat. So heat lost by water at 30 degrees Celsius is equal to heat gained by the ice at minus 20 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now we will calculate these things separately. Heat loss by water we will calculate. Before that, one more thing is required. That is, we know the specific heat of water. Specific heat of water is equal to 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius. In the same way, specific heat of ice is also required. Specific heat of ice is 0.5, this is given, calorie, 0.5 calorie per gram degree Celsius. These are given. Now let T be the final temperature. Again we make use of principle of calorimetry. Heat lost by hot water is equal to heat gained by the cold ice, right? First we calculate what is heat lost by hot water. Heat lost by hot water is equal to mass of water 10 gram into specific heat of water 1 calorie into change in temperature. And the initial temperature of water is 30 degrees Celsius. It loses the temperature, therefore 30 minus T. So this becomes 10 into 30 minus 30. 30 minus T. Call this equation 1. Now we will calculate heat gained by ice. Heat gained by ice at minus 20 degrees Celsius. This has 3 parts. First, ice has to be converted into water at 0 degrees Celsius. Ice has to be converted from minus 20 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. Then we will calculate what is the heat gained by ice to reach 0 degrees Celsius, from minus 20 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. Then we will put the latent heat of fusion of ice. That also we can write latent heat of fusion of ice, 80 calorie per gram. This is already we have been used in the previous problems also. Latent heat of fusion of ice. Latent heat of fusion of water. That's it. Latent heat of fusion of water, or latent heat of melting of ice. Both are same. Fusion of water. Both are same, right? Heat gained by ice at minus 20 degrees Celsius. We calculate heat required to increase the temperature of the ice from minus 20 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. So 5 gram of ice, mass of ice into specific heat of ice, 0.5 calorie per gram degree Celsius into change in temperature. Change in temperature is 0 degrees Celsius to minus 20 degrees Celsius. That is minus 20 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. 0 degree minus of minus 20. So this is heat gained by ice to attain 0 degrees Celsius. Plus, once it reaches 0 degrees Celsius, it is still in solid state. Now it is to be converted into water at 0 degrees Celsius. Now we have to multiply mass of ice at 0 degrees Celsius into latent heat of fusion. Mass of ice at 0 degrees Celsius is 5 gram into latent heat of fusion is 80. Plus, now it is in state of water. Now what is the heat gained by water to reach final temperature T? Heat gained by water to reach final temperature of T. 5 into specific heat of water, that is 1, into final temperature is T. Now initial temperature of water is 0. So this is how we can calculate part by part. So this becomes 5 into 5, 2.5 into minus of minus becomes plus 20, plus 5 into 80 becomes 400, plus 5t. So thus you can calculate here 25 2s are 50. 50 plus 400 plus 5t. Thus it becomes 450 plus 5t. This should be the second equation. This is heat absorbed by or heat gained by ice to reach final temperature T. Now using principle of calorimetry, equation 1 should be equal to equation 2. That is heat loss is equal to heat gain. Equating 1 and 2. we get 10 into 30 minus T equal to 450 plus 5T. So it becomes 300 minus 10T equal to 450 plus 5T. So you can see here, if you take this here, it becomes 15T. 15T is equal to so there is a correction here. I have taken 2.5 into 20 as 50. It is not 50. It is 2.5 into 20 is 5. Okay. 5 plus 400. 400 plus 5t equal to 405 plus 5t. This is equation number 2. Got it? So earlier I made a mistake. I made it as 450. It is not 450. It is 405. 405 plus 5t. That is heat absorbed by ice. 405 plus 5t. So now equating the equations 1 and 2, we get 10 into 30 minus t equal to 405 plus 5t. 405 plus 5t. So simplifying, 300 minus 10t equal to 405 minus 405 plus 5t. Simplification. Minus 405 plus 300 is equal to 10t plus 5t. So it becomes 15t equal to minus 105. Therefore, t is equal to minus 105 divided by 15. So thus it becomes minus 7 degrees Celsius. So the temperature of the mixture is minus 7 degrees Celsius. So it will be still in state of ice. It will be still in the state of ice. Because until it gets 0 degrees Celsius, it requires a lot of heat energy. So it will not be able to get that required heat energy. The required heat energy is 405 plus 5t. But here it is hardly getting 300 minus 10t. Therefore, the mixture will not be at state of liquid. It will be in the state of ice. That's how we need to solve carefully. Okay. So this is one tricky problem. Let us solve one more problem. Let us look at this one more problem. Two liquids at 60 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius respectively have mass in the ratio 3:4. Mass in the ratio 3:4. Their specific heats are in the ratio 4:5. Mass in the ratio 3:4 and specific heats in the ratio 4:5. If the two liquids are mixed, what is the final temperature? Okay. Again we have to use the principle of calorimetry. So before that, let us write what is the mass ratio of the liquids. Let us take 3m is to 4m. So that mass ratio, if it is 3m is to 4m, then it is 3:4. Ratio of specific heats. Ratio of corresponding specific heats. Let us take it as correspondingly 4s is to 5s. 4s is to 5s. Now heat loss is equal to heat gained. Now the liquid which is having a mass ratio 3m is having a 60 degrees Celsius. It loses the heat, right? Let T be the final temperature of the mixture. Let T be the final temperature of the mixture. So mass 3m. Let us take specific heat as 4s. Correspondingly, it is having 4s into temperature difference. It is losing the heat. So 60 minus T. 60 minus T. That is heat lost by hot liquid is equal to heat gained by cold liquid at 20 degrees Celsius. Heat gained by cold liquid I can write in the same way. Mass 4m, specific heat 5s, heat gained, so T minus 20 degree. T minus 20. So m cancels, s cancels, 3 4s are 12. 12 into 60 minus 12t. 12 into 60 minus 12t is equal to 20t minus 20 into 20, 400. Now you can very easily calculate. So 12 6 is 720. 720 plus 400 is equal to 12t plus 20 plus 12, 32t. 20 plus 12, 32t. So thus this becomes 1120 equal to 32t. Therefore, you can calculate what is T. Therefore, if you calculate here, T is equal to 1120 divided by 32. 2 1s are 2 16s are 2 5s are 10, 2 6s are 2 0. So still you can cancel. 16 3s are 48. 8 remains. 16 3s are 48. 8 remains. 16 5s are 80. So T becomes 35 degrees Celsius. Thus, T becomes equal to 35 degrees Celsius. This is how one can calculate the equilibrium temperature. Okay. Such problems will be asked in your competitive exams such as UPSC, JEE and NEET exams. Okay. Problems will be asked in grams. Then you have to use the units of CGS system and calorie, units of calorie. Okay. So that if you practice this, then there will be no much confusion. Thank you. Have a nice day.